I usually make my bed before I do this stream because I'm self-conscious about how cluttered my room is, but like, I couldn't disturb that cat. Oh my gosh, Pippin, she's just a lump on the bed over there. Hello, subscribers and future subscribers. I'm KarmaJolt. This game is Dragon Quest VIII for Widescreen Wednesday. Genevieve B, Sean R. Genevieve B, you were foist. Oh my gosh. When was the last time that happened? Or has it ever? Anyway, let's play some more of this here Dragon Quest game, Calyx. Last we left off, I just did a bunch of leveling because in the previous stream, we had gained the ability to fly. And Jessica is in the lead for some reason. I think, though, what I'm supposed to do is go to like a scary-looking floating island that has evil and ominous-looking clouds above it. Actually, first, let's stay at the inn, because we are not fully healed. Yay, me! Genevieve B was waiting for the stream for 10 minutes. Ah, appreciate you. My new SSD is coming in tomorrow. Can't wait to be able to use my PC again. Solid state drive? Is that what that means, Calyx? Hello, everyone. WSW. That stands for Wayne. Sup, Wayne. Ken McWilliams, how are you? Yeah, it stands for Widescreen Wednesday, because on Wednesdays, I enjoy doing non-vertical streams. Like in the regular widescreen format. Like back in the olden days of YouTube. Back how the Pilgrims had it. Let's use the Godbird Soulstone and fly. Oakley! Dragon Quest for the Sony PlayStation PS1 system. You bet. Hi, everyone. I can't imagine I'm gonna be streaming for, like, a long time today. Because I got plans with Genevieve B, but... Is that what I'm looking for? There's like a... Whoops. Oh, yeah, it's X for accelerate and triangle to land. I think I want to head straight for this Dark Cloud, which is a different game. Anyone ever played Dark Cloud for PlayStation... either 1 or 2? Can I land in the darkness here? No? That's not what I'm supposed to do, like, exactly now? Maybe it's this. Maybe it's this that I'm looking for. Ah, I keep hitting the wrong buttons. Crunch! Do I have to land somewhere, like, up on that island? Full moon bonfire tonight if it don't rain. Also, shout out my girl Ava. It's her birthday. Genevieve V! More like HBD to our friend Ava. Oh yeah, I probably want to land here. I'm just guessing. Jay Mobley, I thought I knew exactly where to go, but maybe I do not. I have it on the PS2. Calyx, talking about Dark Cloud? Oh shoot. Do I need to look up a walkthrough about where to go? Guys, today I got up and just started working and have been scrambling, and I feel so discombobulated. And it's one of those days where I'm just not gonna get a chance to relax until like 5 or 6. I guess that's how most people are, huh? Because they have like real jobs and such. Okay, maybe this isn't where I need to be. Let's talk to the party here. I think that's what this feature is for. Isn't it amazing? Isn't it amazing? Imperia's chick turned itself into the Soulstone, and now we can use it to fly. Okay, yeah, I know. I realize I can go to new places, Jay Mobley and Ken. You ain't got a clue what bigwigs are thinking sometimes. I mean, the view may be alright. That guy's telling me nothing. I never imagined I'd visit the Lord High Priest's residence while I was alive. Life takes some funny turns. All the time back at the Abbey, people said, he lived above the clouds, you see. Now I realize they meant up here and not up there. Thanks for the hints. It's weird how this game is like, yeah, hit the start button to talk to your allies, and they'll give you hints about what to do and where to go if you're lost. But, like, sometimes they just don't do that, you know? You have a real job. The only difference is you get to pick your hours. Genevieve B, I thank you. I keep saying that I don't have a real job because, in my mind, real jobs are, like, annoying and they're a lot of hard work, you know? I realize that I'm privileged. Quick Guns, what's going on? Somebody's peeing or something. Oh, okay, I started a cutscene.
Someone's coming. We must hide.
Maybe I am supposed to be here. All right. What was that?
You wanted
Glitched graphics. That happened earlier in, like, the Irkutsk region.
This place is far removed from the secular world.
I understand. I will see that the Templars take charge of your Holiness's security.
Jay Mobley. All right, let me think of a gimmick lore for today.
But rumors know no bounds, Marcello.
You can tell this guy's not evil because he has a voice that is calm and soothing. Like KarmaJolt.
I hear your name among the whisperings. There are disturbing allegations surrounding you.
I gotta go to Augusta for a meeting right after lunch today. Genevieve B. Sounds important. Lexi Wolf, I see you in the chat. Welcome.
And I fear they may be more than mere rumors.
Ooh. Marcello getting exposed.
It is sad that the talented should always be the victims of envy, your Holiness. Surely you don't believe these...
Is he talking loud? I feel like he's mumbling here. It is sad that the talented should always be the victims of envy, your Holiness. Surely you don't believe these...
Abbot Francisco was very dear to me. My one true friend. We were very close. I am employing you as master of my guard for a very good reason. For Francisco.
Does he need to talk this slowly?
When you were abandoned by your parents, he raised you in the abbey as if you were his own son. The least I can do for him is to keep a close eye on you, to stop you straying any further from the fold. Marcello, you are intelligent and competent. You have clearly demonstrated that in your command of the Templars.
Cameron Rice, what's going on?
Can you not satisfy yourself with that? If you persist with your current duplicity...
Duplicity?
I will have no choice but to discipline
Duplicitin you.
But I am not so unjust as to think it's only you. The church is riddled with corruption and bribery.
Do something about it, dog.
Suppose
Rogue
I
Effect.
am largely to blame for being too lenient.
Gamer Dude, I see you as well. Not much. I have day off today. Woohoo party. Cameron Rice, heck yeah.
Let that be the end of this discussion.
Hello, my son Karma, says Red Dalek.
Underneath this leaping ambition, you have a good soul.
Or leaping.
There is still time for you to mend your ways.
Why in old times did people remove, like, the V from the word over and just make o'er? I feel like the V in the word over is a very important letter that, like, you just can't... You can't just overlook it. Yeah, see, that sounds stupid.
Thank you, your Holiness.
O'er the ramparts we watched. It's the lyrics of the American national anthem. They say o'er instead of over. You could easily put two syllables in that line, in that word there, and just say over. I always thought that was odd. Did he teleport? Gonna be hitting up a water park with my cousin and his wife. Yo, Gamer Dude, that sounds awesome.
I should have known the book of his conscience would be closed to me. Guide his strange soul.
Say less syllable better.
Lose it.
Rogue Effect? These have a gap in the top. that make you just want to jump over them. I see, I see. I feel like selling some annoying parrots, says Red Dalek. What? Why this dumb TikTok icon in my chat's way? Genevieve B? I actually don't know what you're talking about. But that sounds dumb and stupid. Okay, where should I go now? How annoying are the parrots, Red Dalek? So hyped for Dragon Quest 2 and 1 and 2 HD 2D. FFT The Ivolus Chronicles and Bloodstained The Scarlet Engagement. Wait, there's a new Bloodstained coming out? Oh god, not the heart eyes again, I just realized. Yeah, I'm crushing on you, Red Dalek. We'd give our lives to protect His Holiness. Would you, though? That guy doesn't seem so bad. This is the residence of His Holiness, the Lord High Priest. Could it be something to do with the fact that some people pronounce a V as a W? Oh, rogue effect. I hadn't thought of that, but perhaps you are right. Ooh, a goddess statue. She's so tall. Let's go into this big fancy room. New Bloodstain indeed. We gotta wait till 2026, though. Is it like, is it gonna be like Ritual of the Night? Or is it gonna be 8-bit style, like Curse of the Moon? I freaking loved Bloodstained Curse of the Moon. 1 and 2. Aces, I see you. We're under Captain Marcello's orders to guard the Lord High Priest. Is it this guy? Ah, the goddess moves in mysterious ways. I sense there is something special about you. Perhaps it's the partial nudity. Ha ha ha. Sorry, did I surprise you? Take no notice. It's just the nonsensical musings of an old man. Speaking of being an old man, let's do some push-ups today. I'm gonna reset the reps counter from 112. Thank you so much for being so generous yesterday, everybody. And I'm gonna set it back down to 0. Because if I get any donations today, I'm doing push-ups. Ow, my horse, Sean R. Yeah, Ursula got stabbed in the horse. Last night, we finished Fire Emblem. And at one point, like, basically the final battle of Fire Emblem on GBA is kind of like a boss gauntlet. So you have to refight Ursula again, who I assumed was going to become a good guy at some point because she's, like, attractive. Right? Throughout that entire game, like, most of the villains are just, like, some big, ugly dude, and the handsome characters that you see, they normally end up joining your party. Yes, the Faddle, aka the final battle, Genevieve B. But yeah, we had to refight Ursula, and when I attacked her with Matthew, like, she's a mounted unit, so he just kind of, like, stabbed her in the horse, because he stabs backwards for some reason. He thinks he's cool. But I remember Sean being like, ow, my horse. Stabbed her right in the horse. Ow, my horse. Hot people can't be evil, Calyx. It's just less common, you know? For a poor final battle, we lost some good units in that one. Yeah, Hawkeye was a champion, and then he died, like, right at the end. Same with Will and Nils. And Rebecca, like, many, many chapters before that, but... May the goddess be with you on your travels. Is there anything I'm supposed to do around here, dog? Ooh, a fancy couch. This is for when he just wants to take a break from sitting at this fancy desk. Anything back here that I can loot or pillage? No. You let units die. How could you, KarmaJolt? Just because, like, a lot... So, during the final battle, there were a ton of really powerful units. I did pretty darn good up until the dragon. Nils died because he got picked off by, like, a very, very long-range lightning bolt that had a low chance to hit him. But still got him anyway. Talking about Fire Emblem, which we finished last night. But then the final battle is against this dragon, and, like, it doesn't quite tell you, like, what the dragon can do or how powerful he is. Or, I don't know. Long story short, I didn't realize... I made a couple mistakes, because I thought, like, the the Fortify staff fully healed all of my units. Which it did not, so I made a miscalculation there. And then I didn't realize that Hawkeye would get hit twice by the dragon. Like, I thought he would outspeed him. Hey, look, it's a wild KarmaJolt. How are you today, you legend? What did I get from upstairs? I was not paying attention. Was it just a mini-medal? Yo, side order, welcome. And Paul, what? A dragon in an RPG? Didn't see that coming. You, I got a sage's robe. It's probably about time that Jessica gets a new armor. She can't equip this? Angelo can. Platinum armor that reduces damage from enemy spells by 15 points. This has, like, slightly less defense, but a better... It's got 17 less defense. That's actually significant, isn't it? But it has a better ability, like a better secondary ability. Although, if I give this Platinum Mail to Feelings, that's a big upgrade for him. So it's like a slight downgrade for Angelo, except he's awesome against spells now. He's still got 203 defense, which is more than Feelings has. And let's upgrade Feelings' armor. Provides excellent protection from fire and ice-based spells. I feel like this overall is a better choice for Feelings. He had the Dragon Mail, which, as it says, provides excellent protection from fire and ice-based spells. But the thing I gave him gives a little more defense, and still gives awesome protection from spells. Reduces damage from enemy spells by 15 points. Okay, I think overall that's great. He still also has a shield that provides excellent protection from fire and ice-based stuff. Okay, so at least I'm exploring a new area here, Nick the Frenchie. And I explored everything in this room, right? Kind of surprised she couldn't equip the Sage's robe. Oh, what's this way? Yes! More barrels to Donkey Kong. A Seed of Life? That's pretty darn good. And a person to talk to. I make food for everyone around here. The Lord High Priest, the Templars, and even the little birds. Birds? Sean! Very odd that Jessica can't equip the Sage's robe. Like, it's just like a hoodie, right? Like, I feel like anyone should be able to equip that. Maybe it's way too big for her, but in that case, why does it fit Angelo so well? They're approximately the same size. I'm always so busy that I've probably forgotten how to sit still by now. That's how I feel sometimes. I have a ton of, like, stat increase items that I should be using. Look, I've got multiple seeds of strength, 1 seed of defense, 3 seeds of wisdom, 3 seeds of skill, seed of life, seed of magic. Let's use some of these. I feel like we could get Angelo up to his sword maximum now, but also, like, I feel like he, around this level is when he's gaining, like, 10 skill points per level, so, like, maybe I could just wait on that. You know what? Let's just give Jessica some skill points. Because she learns some cool spells if I increase her staff skill. She's pretty skilled with a staff. And she's got a high sex appeal. Chief of Staff. She learns Magic Barrier. Hardly knew her. I mean, she wasn't even dead yet. Alright, I feel like that's pretty good, Genevieve B. believe one of those are used in a recipe. Yeah, sometimes you do use the seeds in recipes, which is kind of why I've been holding on to them. But I don't need to hold on to that many, right? Let's use like a seed of life here. Let's just give Jessica all the HPs and all the stat buffs. Seed of strength can go to someone else. Feelings? Do it. Strength by 1. Okay, not great rolls on these seeds. I think, for example, when I use a seed of life or strength, for example, when I use a seed of strength on someone, their strength can increase anywhere from 1 to 4 points, maybe? Or 1 to 3. But I got a 1. I don't really know who needs MP. I don't know who needs to hear this, Selvala. But, like, everyone can use a little bit of MP, you know? Genevieve B, you behave. Staff, I hardly knew her. Selvala? This is High Priest Rollo. So that confounded Marcello thinks he's too good to pay his bribes now that he's the master of the guard to the Lord High Priest. This guy's just saying it out loud. Yeah, there's a lot of bribery running around. He only got the position because of my personal recommendation. The ungrateful swine. When I become Lord High Priest, soon he'll be... Who are you? Go away. He was rambling right at me for a solid 30 seconds before he noticed me. Then he's like, wait a minute, that bikini, you're not part of the Royal Guard. You're part of a KarmaJolt stream or something. Wait, nothing in the sacks? Come on. There's nothing in this room that's full of weapons? It's weird how often in RPGs you'll come across, like, a crate full of spears, but then you can't take any of the spears, or halberds in this case. Was there something I was supposed to do around here? And, like, I did everything up here, right? Talked to some people. Yeah, I went in that room and discovered everything, Paul. I love Rolos. Haven't had any since before Easter. Yo, Paul? I feel like chocolate plus caramel is all you need. Great combination. Rolos underrated. Do we know what Rolos are? For those of you who are from different countries? I love Rolos too, says Genevieve B. Those spears are just toy replicas from Toys R Us. Paul, I still should be able to take one. In fact, that should make them easier to take. Oh, I'm a gardener here. Do you go stomping all over... Don't you go stomping all over my lovely flowers. That's obviously that guy's voice. It's a watch. Yes, roll effect. Rolos are insane, says Calix. When you say insane, describe what you mean. Apparently there's a strange village surrounded by high mountains that's almost impossible to reach. I wonder if the little birds know where it is. I'd love to go and see it if I ever had the chance. Okay, if I can't figure out what to do here, we'll look for a very high village. I bet that's where Jordy Pants and Genevieve B live. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, whatever you want to do is cool with me. What bird says coo, coo, coo? I mean insanely good, says Calix. Oh, okay. That's what I thought you meant. Stomp the flowers. He's not the boss of you. Nick the Frenchie, that's true, but also... I ain't got time to stomp no flowers, and also I would not do that to the flowers. Ooh, hedge maze? It's a pretty freaking easy hedge maze. You go straight. Okay, you gotta get going. I'll see you tonight. Genevieve B, I love you so much. Everyone spam the puppy dog emoji in the chat for Genevieve B, who, despite being my GF, will still donate on the stream. Which I love so much. That's so supportive. Even could be a shiny. Quick guns? And I love that candy, says Cameron Rice. Heck yeah. Okay, so like Rolos I feel like are a thing that nobody ever talks about. And it's like a candy that like you might get at a movie theater, but other than that, you don't often... What am I trying to say? Like when you get a candy from a grocery store, usually you go for like the Reese's or the Snickers or like one of the candy bars. Well, you're not needed at present. Dismissed. That guy dismissed me? Oh, he thought we were new recruits. Anything over here? Any flowers to stomp? So yeah, earlier there was like a bit of a graphical glitch during that cutscene where just like weird shapes were like streaking across the screen and they looked a little distorted. Still crying in the club from Hawkeye's death, says Yoav. Yeah, same. I had to make that little tribute video for him. Did you see the short that I posted about him? How do I summon the elevator? Okay. I don't know what to do now or where to go next. But let's, like, look around and stuff, I guess. We pretty much explored everything inside the building, did we not? I dislike Reese's, says Jordy Pants. What? That's weird because you make peanut butter cookies, so it's not like you don't appreciate peanut butter. I understand that Reese's is a different kind of peanut butter than like actual real peanut butter, you know? Really, that's 2 people I know now. Side order? They should be friends. I don't know what to do, y'all. Maybe let's, like... teleport to... the bottom of Sevilla Cathedral? Oh, sweet. I got some guac up in this bee. You're gonna eat me some guac here today. Cameron Rice? Is there a tune to that I don't know? Gamer Dude? I mean, I get it. My favorite Reese's are getting the mini peanut butter cups and putting them in the freezer. Kill a metal babble. Time to level grind. Side order. Rogue effect. Both of you are like, yeah, whatever. Just go fight some monsters. I fell asleep. I feel asleep during last stream because of Karm's soothing voice. I love that you said feel asleep, Nick the Frenchie, because that is what they say in Metal Gear for the NES. The late abbot of Mayella Abbey, Holy Father Francisco, was an old friend of His Holiness. They were classmates. Apparently, when it was suggested that he might one day be the next Lord High Priest, he declined the position. He claimed he wasn't equal to the task. Any weapons here that I can upgrade? Not really. An eagle dagger, a short sword with a blade as sharp as an eagle's talons. That's kind of sharp, from what I understand. Come again. It's a typo. I speak English, I swear. Me too, Nick the Frenchie. Sometimes, anyway. It's hard. Maybe I'm supposed to run into Marcello down here? At the bottom of the elevator? Or should I say the Marcellovator? Sean, it's on hiatus. I need new stuff and the motivation to actually do it. Jordy Pants? You should play Fire Emblem. Or not. I'll motivate you, says Sean R. You know what, Sean? You're pretty good at that. Nothing? Okay, like, what do I do now? Ah. Only those summoned by His Holiness are permitted to ascend to his residence at the top. Have a look around by all means, but don't slip over the edge. Alright, helpful advice. Yeah, they ain't got no handrail. Alright, if I can't figure out what to do, let's just go exploring by flying. Henry Cook, whoa, a non-short stream. Hey, yeah, I used to do this all the time, but hey, welcome. I don't know what to do. Like, I don't have to talk to, like, random NPCs, do I? Do you know this Marcello man? He's taken the place of Abbot Francisco, who was an old childhood friend of His Holiness. He's a mere Templar, yet already he's taken charge of His Holiness's personal guard. Such a rapid ascent through the ranks is most unusual. I mean, what has he got that I haven't? It should be me who's... forget I said anything. Hey, do you know what I was supposed to do next? You should cleanse yourself with the holy water over there before you proceed further into the church. You mean this? This bath? Yeah, do I hop in? What do I do? It's green, it's wide, it's Wednesday. Oh my gosh, Jordy Pants. Ace's Call says, I'm so excited for the 4th of July in my town. We're playing Danger Zone according to my band director. Heck yeah, dude. Alright, no one's saying anything important. This lady's like, something terrible is gonna happen. Yeah, no, I know. That's how these games go, dog. This is Sevilla Cathedral. Its doors are always open. Bro, what do you call that? That looks pretty closed to me. I went back to that pirate's hideout. Thinking I'd bust the lock and get in, but the door was already open. Yeah, that was us. Someone must have beat me to it. What a bleeding nerve. I found it first. My brother's a right unlucky one, you know. That's why I come here to the cathedral, to try and help him out a bit. Hope it works. 3-minute unskippable ad, really? Calyx? I pretty much only put skippable ads on my stream, so if that's happening, then I must have changed something, or YouTube is wrong. YouTube is lying to me. I don't know where to go. And I don't love that. So let's try to find some places that are... Oh, you know what? I just remembered that at the end of last stream, we made it to Trian Gully. So let's actually warp there. YouTube Premium, I resign, says Nick DeFrenchie. YouTube is my favorite ad platform, so... Rogue Effect, there's like a leaf in front of my screen here. Yeah, oh my gosh, I totally forgot we made it to like a new town. And then I'm like, let's go somewhere else. YouTube does like changing how things work behind the scenes. That's true, Paul. True, Paul, like RuPaul. What? Whoops. Yeah, so in this town, it's inhabited by monsters, so King Trode is leading the party. Because he... a monster. I just want work to be over because I'm off the rest of the week. Jordy Pants, tell us about that. I'm gonna switch my shades here, because those ones are a little bit too dark. Alright, this is slightly easier to see. Let's talk to this dude. Rapthorn is the Lord of Darkness, ruler of the world of darkness. But for all his might, he could not control his lust for power. He came here to the world of light, thinking he could reign over that too. But he was stopped by the 7 great sages. They sealed him away in a huge rock somewhere in our world. Gonna see my sister. It's her B-day on Friday. Yo, this guy's not a monster. What's this? A new face. Now that you've come all this way, it simply wouldn't do to miss out on Trian Gully's most famous drink. It's called a dry giantini. Would you like to try one? It's a mere 9 gold coins. Yeah, let's do it. Thank you. 1 dry giantini coming up. I'll bring it over to you right away. Yeah, HBD to JPS. That's Jordy
This
Pants'
is a dry
sister.
gigantini. Agitated, not distressed. Why don't you give it a try, sir?
Agitated, not distressed. Oh my gosh. I'll get to telework the rest of the week because of the military parade in DC. I'll be fleeing the city on Saturday to not be around for whatever happens and work on the house. Good for you, Sean.
Ha 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 ha! You read me like a book, my
Get
good
read.
man. This is just what I was looking for.
That's right. Pour up, baby. Down the hatch.
Oh, goodness.
I'm as strong as hell.
Well, well, well. I am impressed. This is delicious.
100 gold coin tip for this man.
Thank you, sir. You flatter me. Perhaps while you enjoy your drink, I could entertain you with a tale of Triangoli.
Oh yeah, because that's what bartenders want to do, is talk a lot.
As you
To
wish,
one
good man.
customer.
This drink is more than enough entertainment for me.
You are too kind, but please, allow me to begin. It all started long ago, many hundreds of years past. The great sage Koopas was out walking one day when he found an elf and a gigant lying injured in the road.
I think this guy is telling the story of the city. First, so we have the historical context, but secondly, like, this is just part of the tourism, right? Like, get people interested in the city, and maybe we'll tell our friends that it's great, and then other people will visit and buy drinks, you know?
Hating to see any creature suffer, he tended to their wounds and he saved their lives.
Amazed that a human should show them such kindness, they pledged their allegiance to Koopas.
Koopas? You mean like Bowser?
And from that day forth, the three of them were inseparable.
I don't like listening to stories that don't start with a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Paul? That's exactly how we started it, though, right? Didn't he? Didn't he say that?
But the lifespan of humans, elves, and monsters is very different. After
And
many
cats.
years, Koopas passed on into the great beyond. Determined to honor his dying wish, the elf and the gigant established a settlement here in the gully.
What is a gully?
And ever since then, humans, elves, and monsters have lived here side by side in peace, never forgetting Koopas's wish.
Is it like a forest surrounded by mountains or something? Either he's taking very small sips or that cup is bottomless.
That no one should ever be allowed to forget how Rapthorn had terrorized the world.
We French don't have such hard accents. Yeah, Nick the Frenchie? Yeah, this guy's not French. He's something else. He's Tyran Gully-ish. A small bird, thank you, Rug Effect.
That's why the inhabitants of this valley are always sure to tell travelers about the terror of the Lord of Darkness.
How dare they take your job? Molly M, what? Drinking the drinks?
Well...
Or do you mean wearing a bikini? You do the voices. Oh, I see what you mean.
Interesting, I'm sure. But this drink is absolutely fascinating.
He's fascinated by this drink.
Well, that was delicious. It
Yeah,
was
spam
worth
the holes for
venturing
Molly
this
M.
far into the forest just for that alone.
And it's only $9?
Thank you for your custom, sir. I wish you a pleasant journey.
That guy is high as fudge right now. You can tell because of his soothing voice and sleepy looking eyes. Oh my gosh! First of all, I found a slime crown, but I forgot that King Trode has his own barrel carrying animation. Look what he does with his barrel. Look how strong this man is. This dude should be in the battles with us. This is first of all, an empty barrel, already heavy. But he just kind of, he smacks it upward and it flips a bunch. He catches it on his back. He makes it look so effortless. And that one had like a big old gold medal in it too. Oh, merci beaucoup. Grazie. Molly M? Molly M, ooh, you're a fine-looking specimen, aren't you? How about a kiss? Slow down, I was only joking. Oh, men are all the same. You started it, no? Typical, you men are all the same. If it isn't a puff puff, you're not interested. Oh my gosh. Hopefully we'll see the puff puff later, but not the kind that Jody Pants was talking about. It's a book called Rousing the Sword. Oh my gosh. Alright, teach me how to rouse the sword. They say that there's a sword that once had an incredibly sharp blade, but is old and rusty now. They also say you can restore the sword to its former glory by mixing it with 2 rare ingredients in an alchemy pot. They say that one of the items proves a slime's royal status. I think we just got that item. For real, I'm trying to puff later. Yo, Jordy Pants? Heck yeah. Let's do both, Sean R. says. While the other is the world's hardest metal, is there really anyone out there capable of collecting 2 such incredibly rare items, though? I love holes, says Molly M. Yes. If you ask me, I say they don't know what they're talking about. Tro discovers a new recipe for the alchemy pot. Ultimate sword equals rusty old sword plus king slime regalia plus the hardest metal. But actually, come on, it's the dumbest emoji. The hole? Yeah, I love it too. Cheese, it's the bee's knees. Holy cow. I'm gonna order 2 copies of this book. From books.com, if that's a thing. Of the many cheeses in the world, the single most difficult to prepare is highly strung cheese. To make highly strung cheese, one needs super spicy cheese, cold cheese, and just a dash of rock salt. The preparation of highly strung cheese is a task best left to master cheesemakers. That sounds good. Super spicy cheese, cold cheese, and rock salt. We might be able to make that right now. That's chili cheese. Mild cheese. What kind of cheeses we got, everybody? Okay, we do have super spicy and cold. And, like, we have to have a rock salt. Yeah, that's like a pretty common item. We got 5 of them. Okay, it's time for my nap, says Molly M. I have therapy later. I need pre-therapy nap. It's an important therapeutic step. Molly M, I love you. You get some good sleep. And spam the holes again for Molly M, everybody. Whoops. I lost the page. So you want to pop the super spicy cheese, the cold cheese, and the rock salt in the alchemy pot? Yeah. Even if it doesn't make highly strung cheese, it's got to make something pretty good. Bye, y'all. I miss you. Maybe I can come back and stream again someday. Molly M, I would love that. I do believe you're onto something here, just like the book said. Anyone else getting ads that instantly pause themselves? Silvala, that happened to me earlier, but I assumed it was because I was using, like, an ad block. Welcome to the gold bank. You currently have 1,000 gold coins in your account. Let's deposit some more. Oops. What? I keep accidentally hitting buttons that I don't mean to make. Then make it so, Karma. Molly M. Also, tea, Earl Grey. Let's put, 13,000 gold in the bank. I don't love when text boxes, like... I had this problem a lot with... What was the game? Illusion of Gaia, I'm pretty sure. Where, like, a text box will pop up at a time when you think you might have to be mashing a button anyway, or pressing a button. So like, the example just there, when it asked me how much gold I wanted, I hit the X button thinking, okay, let's go to the next part of the conversation where I can enter an amount of gold. So I hit the X button without seeing that the little numbers had already popped up. So instead of it being like, hey, do you want to deposit some gold? And then I hit OK, and then it being like, do it now. It was like, hey, do you want to deposit some gold? And then it was like, do it now. And then I hit the X button, and I accidentally deposited 0 gold. There's so many times in games where like a text box will pop up and you think you have to hit a button to go to the next part of the conversation, but then you accidentally like cancel it or like skip a line of dialogue or something. Still have this game on my PlayStation 2, says Paul T. Beat it before, but I haven't played it in years. That's how I felt when I first started streaming this. I was like, man, it's been forever since I have played this game. Ooh, a flowing dress. Sacred dress that reduces damage from fire and ice-based spells by 1/3. It might finally be time. I just put my gold away. And now I think I'm going to be buying like a lot of equipment here, aren't I? Let's buy a couple rock bomb shards. Wait, that's like way more expensive than it should be. 900 bucks? Okay, I'll buy 2 of them. Yangus. Show me their inventories, dude. I'll put them in the bag. Would be great if you get interest. Yeah, really I guess I should explain, the reason that you want to put gold in the bank is because when you die, you lose like half of the gold that you're carrying. But if you have it in the bank, it's safe. You don't lose that when you die. That's a gaudy looking sword. I would buy Angus a new axe right now. But I just realized, oh, I could buy a Staff of Resurrection for 45,000 gold. May raise a fallen ally from the dead when used as an item in battle. Jonathan P., welcome. Haven't officially beaten this yet, just explored the hero's backstory. I'll explore your backstory. Sorry. That guy's got a spear, but doesn't sell spears? This guy's got an eye, but doesn't sell eyes? Okay, I realize the flaw in my logic now. Gigant armor. Special armor that reduces damage from fire and ice-based spells by 30 points. Ooh, mirror armor can reflect stuff. Really high physical defense, but like, I don't know if I want the reflection. Here's a mirror shield. This is a great item, the power shield. Restores some of the user's HP when used as an item in battle. I think it casts mid-heal on the user. Thinking cap increases wisdom. Love that. I can get that for Jessica. Great helm is just a bunch of defense. Okay, a lot of this stuff is really expensive, and I just got a new cloak for Jessica. Michael Mervin. Staff of Resurrection for 45,000 gold. Yeah, you bet. What does this guy say? Everyone here in Trian Gully hid the fact that David was an heir to one of the great sages. Rhea swore us to secrecy. They knew? They knew about David? She said he should only be told once he was old enough to understand. Now this has happened. It's terrible. Yet, stupid plan. Hey, so, like, there's this guy, right, who is part of a bloodline of the great sages, and, like, if he dies, the evil Lord of Darkness might get resurrected. But let's not tell him that he's one of the great sages. That seems like a good plan. Welcome to our inn, weary travelers. Yeah, I'm pretty exhausted. Let's stay at this late hour. You can resurrect people with a staff in this world. Nick the Frenchie, you can resurrect my staff. What? Oh my gosh, behave. There weren't any more barrels for me to throw? Like when Link dies in Zelda 2, Ganon is resurrected? Yes! And then he has that little laugh that he does that's kind of like Soda Popinski in Punch-Out, where he's like... Karma, says Michael Mervin. Yes? What's in here? Whoa, Karma's on a roll. Thanks, Asus. I appreciate you hyping me up. What's up, dude? This is the treasure chamber. You may not enter without Rhea's permission. Please leave. Okay, where's Rhea and how do I get her permission? There's there's Unthunderstorm for me, so hope power doesn't go out. Yo, Oakley, stay safe. There's like a way to get down there somehow, right? Or somewhere else. Was there something I missed up here? Doesn't look like it. But also it didn't look like it before, so... Wait. Oh my god, the perspective is awful here. I thought there was a ladder maybe here. I can't see what's around this side. Okay, there's no ladder here then, I guess. Or like, is there? I can't see. I can't see what's on the other side of this wall. Because the camera is being an idiot. Can I first person it? I actually can't tell what's there, so... Alright, it looks like there's just... They ain't got no handrail there. No ladder, says Nick DeFrenchie. Well, let's go this way. Karma, I just took out my cat again. He loves going outside. He loves rolling around on the outside patio in the sun. Yeah. My cats would probably like that, but I don't know if they would, like, run away. Actually, last time Tiny Cat got outside, he pretty much came straight back to the door. Pippin did wander around, but then as soon as I was like, hey, come back, she was like, okay. Let's go this way. Hey, Rhea. I can climb your ladder, says Nick DeFrenchie. Oh my gosh. Yes, I love that their priest is a little demon guy. This church belongs to the goddess, and to me. What do y'all want? Out with it then, confess thy deeds before the great benevolent goddess. That way I can record your deeds in an adventure log. Okay? He, like, dropped his voice for a second there to say deeds instead of deeds. Which memory card slot do you want me to record your deeds to? Peasant from Warcraft. Job's done. Wayne? Mad Hatter? Rogue Effect, is that the voice that I'm doing there? I just looked at this creature, saw he had a silly voice, and I was like, what would Alan Tudyk do? Do you still want to continue adventuring now, do you? Yes. I mean, yes. May the goddess watch over you. Now scram, go on, beat it. Great character there. It is Mad Hatter. Yeah, pretty similar Karma. Mad Hatter... From Alice in Wonderland. Yeah, of course. Which I totally remember. Oh, there's another bridge. Man, I got a lot of bridges around here. 2. What's this? A bun! Poor Rhea cried her eyes out when she heard David was dead. He was an heir to the great sage Kupus. You know, we'll never see him again. It's so sad.
A Draki, if the Lord of Darkness manages to escape his seal. Every living thing on Earth will either be destroyed and turned into a shadow, humans, monsters, and elves. We cannot allow Rapthorn to return. We must all work together now, not fight each other. You'll say Draki or Drakey. In the original game, it's spelled like it should be Drakey. Yes, the Duke of Wesselton. That's right, Quick Guns. That also is Alan Tudyk. Arg, Creek. Gwa, a new face, an old-looking one to boot. And a new face and an old-looking one to boot. Creek. Thanks, you don't have to boot. Some people say boot instead of vomit. That's what that means. Any barrels? You bet! Wait, no, this isn't a barrel? What is that? A non-barrel looking pot thing? I'm Drang.
I carved the picture of the Draki at the entrance of the gully. It's not bad, is it? Even if I do say so myself. Yeah, well done. This guy doesn't even turn to look at me. He's so high up there that he wouldn't even be able to see me if he turned to look down. He's like, where are you? You're so far away, I can't see you. It was many, many years ago that Koopas helped Rhea and I can't even remember exactly when it was. It was so long ago. But I'll never forget the debt of gratitude I owe him. As long as I live, I'll do everything I possibly can for Koopas and his heirs. If you want to experience Koopas' compassion for yourself, take a good look at the picture at the back of the room. I do. Are you Rhea? I'm an elf. My name is Rhea. You know, there used to be a young man called David who lived here in the valley. But he went off on his travels, never to return. He was murdered, you see. No, I met that guy. I say Drake, Sean. Murdered before he could learn the truth about his ancestry, that he was the heir to a great sage. I tell you this only because, well, it's very strange, but I can sense David's presence within you. Is he hiding in me somewhere? Did you perhaps encounter each other somewhere along your journey? Yeah, now that you mention it, I do remember a guy named David who got murdered. You were at David's side during his final moments, then surely it cannot be a coincidence that you're here now. We might have eaten him, Nick the Frenchie. Like, I don't know. It was just a dead body lying there. Like, nobody's gonna finish that? You witnessed the dying moments of the heir to a great sage, and now you're visiting his home. Here in Tryon Gully, it must mean something. I'm afraid I must ask you a favor. Uh-oh, she's afraid she must ask me something. That's terrifying. I have no one else to turn to now. Rapthorn, the Lord of Darkness, is close to reawakening, but he can still be stopped, and you are the ones who must stop him. If he returns, our world will be enveloped by darkness in the blink of an eye. Whose eye? Nobody knows. Probably the guy at the shop, at the armor shop. For hundreds of years, we have cherished but one dream, that Rapthorn never be allowed to resume his reign of terror. Will you turn our dream into a reality? Please say that you will try. Yeah. No, I'll save the universe or whatever.
Thank you. No doubt, it is the guidance of Koopas that has brought you here.
Didn't think she would have that voice. KarmaJolt does a pretty good solid Snake impression. And Snake's name is David. Michael Mervyn. Kept you waiting, huh? So maybe KJ ate David.
The only way to stop the revival of the Lord of Darkness, Rapthorn.
You can call me the Snake Eater.
The scepter that contains him once more.
Oh yeah, the scepter, right. Did we ever find that?
Please, let us do what little we can to assist you.
The dog still has it, right?
Drang, would you come here?
Oh, right away.
That's just King Trode.
I want these people to have Koopas' great treasure. Would you go and let the guard know?
Oh, right away.
That's also King Trode. But like a little
As you
gayer,
just
maybe.
heard, I wish to give you something from our gully's treasure chamber.
By that I mean jollier,
Dark
and he's
tree leaf.
he's had more of that
Belongs to
drink.
Koopas. It's the leaf from a giant tree that exists in the world of darkness.
Like a flying gray Goomba. Oh, that hole's pretty deep, Karma. You dig it yourself? Rogue effects? Yeah, spam the flags. Happy Pride, everybody. That's why I was wearing these rainbow glasses earlier. Courtesy of Clam's Casino. My favorite drag performer, James the Catboy. Anyway, it's called the Dark Leaf Tree, and it belonged to Koopas. It's the leaf from a giant tree that exists in the world of
People
darkness.
say that if you place it on a map, it will instantly show you the location of a great evil.
James the Catboy. Don't want to just assume ages. The story said that this elf passed away, or I'm sorry, this elf was rescued by the great sage Koopas, and then they lived together for many years, but elves and other monsters live way longer than humans, so... She's old, yes.
The fate of the world is in your hands.
Probably at least like 40 years
We're all
old, you know?
depending on you. We will await news.
Whoops. Yeah, she was gonna say something. Alright, let me look at this relief. The youngest of the 7 sages was Aegeus, the Holy Child. A prophet at just 6 years old, he first sensed the threat of the Lord of Darkness. Another was Ragnar, kind of like Ragnar, who was the warrior dude in Dragon Warrior 4, who returned from the afterlife. He knew the goddess better than any other, and it was he who named the god bird Imperia. Okay. Then there was Kadan, the great scholar. His wisdom was second to none, and it was said that he knew all there was to know in this wide world. Yeah, Kadan, way better name. Ragnar the Red? I think so, Rogue Effect. I read about him. Another was Golding the Warrior. His might was without equal, and friends and foes alike claimed that fortune rode with him into battle. Then there was Alexander, the magical swordsman. His prodigious skills extended far beyond the battlefield. He was also a talented sculptor. Yeah, Alexandria is named after that guy. Ragnar, hardly noir, shorty pants. Another was Master Gozo, the sorcerer. To him, ancient tomes of magic unclasped their secrets, granting the use of their most potent spells. And finally, there was I, Kupus the magician. Okay. Together we used our lives as the key to lock the Lord of Darkness's soul inside the scepter. As long as our descendants live on, Rapthorn's body and soul can never escape from their prisons. What's going on with these ranks? Yeah, Michael Mervin, like, you get rankings in the YouTube chat these days. The Lord of Darkness's body is sealed within a large rock in the center of the world. I've been told that Alexander turned the rock into a statue to prevent unwary men from interfering with it. Yeah, probably should keep that part a secret. Okay, let's go get these treasures. And they don't make any sense. Yeah, Rogue Effect, I feel like they don't update quickly enough. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, you earned 25 experience for chatting, and then you keep chatting, and, like, you might even click the like button, which you should do, and subscribe and donate, and it's like, yep, you still have 25 experience, even though it tells you, like, oh, if you want to earn experience, do all those things. And then arbitrarily, like an hour later, it'll be like, ah, it updated, you have 1,000,000 experience. Yo, we made some highly strung cheese. It's in the shape of a star. Kirby would love that. So would Gouda Guy. Yeah, so when you use that cheese in battle, everyone gains 1 level of tension. Like, basically everyone psychs up one turn. And then later you get like you get a musical instrument that raises everybody's tension as well. So if you use that, and I think it's called the Timbrel of Tension, you can have your entire party psych up twice in 1 round using only 2 actions. I carved the picture of the Draki at the end. Yeah, no, that guy said that. I've heard all about you. You're our last hope. Take whatever you need from in here. Ooh, and there's a mimic chest who definitely won't fight me. The godbird Imperia and the 7 human sages had to use all their might to seal away Rapthorn. If he were to return, it would be impossible to destroy him. He must be stopped now before it's too late. Alright, I will do it by smashing these pots. You can't just open them. Ooh, a file of Yggdrasil dew. And a mini medal. Premium mold! Heck yeah, I'm gonna make more cheese. Seed of defense. A staff of anti-magic. Didn't I already have one of those? I found the dark tree leaf, and I put it in the bag. Okay, that seems pretty important. They say somewhere in the world there's a castle built by Rapthorn, but people have looked all over for it and never found it. It's a bit strange. What are you people doing locked up in the treasure room? Oh, it's because we treasure their friendship. Let's get out of here. He doing a Link and smashing the pots. That's right. That's right, Wayne. Let's zoom. You know what? Let's go to, Princess Minnie's castle. Because I feel like I have a lot of medals. You don't often see King Trode zooming away like that. Yeah, Jonathan P. Timbrel of Tension is like one of the best items in the game. Alright, well hello, I'm Minnie, Princess of Medals. You know, I collect mini medals from all over the world. This brings the total number you brought to 78. Okay, he's gonna give me a miracle sword. She, I should say. And a sacred armor. I can get a piece of orichalcum if I have 5 more mini medals. And I don't think I've been searching for them, like, particularly thoroughly. What did we just get? Sacred armor and a miracle sword. And a leaf. Regenerates HP in battle. That's, like, pretty good. Okay, that's an increase of 12, but this is an increase of nearly 30. I just gave him that Sage's robe, though. I'll hang on to it. It's, like, not that amazing. It's a pretty good piece of armor. But if you activate the Seal of Orichalcum, it'll steal your soul. Paul, is that from something? The star cheese you made 3 minutes ago looks nice. Gouda guy, I was just talking about you. Everybody, I sorta gotta go. Because I need to hit up the store before I visit Genevieve B. So let's zoom out of here. I know it's a short stream today. But let's save the game, maybe do 10 push-ups and call it a stream. And I'll be back tomorrow with some Breath of Fire 2, as well as some... Probably gonna do some A Link to the Past tomorrow as well. But let's go save the game. Whoop! Juked him. You abandon us! That's right, Nick the Frenchie. See ya. Alright, don't leave yet. I gotta do 10 push-ups, everyone. But let's save the game. And then I gotta go to the grocery store. At some point, we are going to have to eat bugs to stay sustainable, says Jam Baloop. Why do you mention that in the chat? And sometimes they're good, I don't know. It's a weird thing to say, but welcome. You caught me, I love eating bugs, says Jam. Okay, there it is. Let's do 10 push-ups, then call it a stream. Ready? Give me that peaceful respite, everybody. That's my floor. Alright, can you see me? Can you see me down here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for watching me play a little bit of Dragon Quest VIII. And until next time, which will probably be tomorrow, this is KarmaJolt signing off. Tell your friends I'm great.